Rose, and we're here today for part 2 of the GBFKE unboxing of 6 fantastic items. And I have seen the comments that have come in the first, 10 hours or so from part 1, and apparently you guys really, really like that flower castle, that flower girl, whatever it's called, the purple and white sort of fantasy castle. I hope you like the 2 that come up next just as much. Let's get into it. Okay, next up we have number 757. So this is a larger diamond painting, which came in a very large bag. And it is a classic. So this, just a minute, let me open it. All right, I had to get the 2 plastic. Oh, and this one also is taped. So let's get the tape off. All right, and here. Okay, it took me a little while to get the tape off, so I just cut that out for you. Okie dokie. So this one is a Leonardo da Vinci image. I'm going to need to raise this up. Oh, yes, I am. Okay. So this one is Lady with an Ermine. So if you've ever wondered what this animal is, it is an ermine. It is an animal that used to make, I don't know that they make them anymore, they used to make fur coats and capes and things out of ermine fur. And I remember when I was young, like 15, 16, a woman that I worked with bought an ermine coat, and it was beautiful. It would be totally unacceptable these days. Okay, and there you have the kit. Nice to have some bags. Okay, this one is done in the pixel style of printing. It always takes me a little bit longer to figure that out for sure when it's done in this printing style where they put all of the symbols in white circles, because that tricks the eye a little bit. But yeah, it is pixel style, and it looks good because the size is quite large, so you do get all the definition that you want on this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this looks, and I had a hard time being able to tell for sure if it was pixel style or not. Let's take a look at the size. And this one, the canvas is 45 by 55. So I think this is going to be a true 40 by 50, which means, first off, that great definition. And second off, you'll be able to buy a standard size frame for it. And it is 40 across, and it is 49 and a half up and down. So yeah, it's a true 40 by 50. All right. So there is Leonardo's Lady with an Ermine. Very nice. This is definitely color blocking heaven or color blocking hell, depending on how, you know what? No, it's not. This is not color blocking. This background has aspects of color blocking, and there is some confetti in there. So it's not a pure black background, which we will look at in a moment. Let's take a look at the legend first. And here we go. So there are a lot of darker colors on this. So this 2, that is the predominant color in the background, along with K, which is 939. So you do get the impression of the black background for sure with those 2 colors. And it is a darker image. And yet, because of the way that they've printed all these symbols on white, it is going to be super simple to read. Yeah. And normally I would be fussed about these characters down here. Well, these 2 or 3 anyway, because I'm working on a diamond painting right now, the bear in the meadow. And the question mark and the 2 are both purples. And I always have trouble distinguishing them when I'm doing whichever one is first, that I'm working on first in a particular area. It's like, is that a 2 or is that a question mark? Anyway, I would not have that problem on this canvas because they're so beautifully, clearly printed. So you see how this background here is mainly 2s, but it's got, which is the 310, but it's got the Ks in there as well, which is the 939s. So you'll have to pay attention on this. Definitely will be helped along with a multiplacer, but yeah, there is some modeling on mottling, mottling, modeling on the back of this canvas, or on the background of this canvas, which gives the more true-to-life painting effect. And then when we take a look at her dress, her robe, and the ermine, and her jewelry and stuff, again, everything is super, super clear here. There is nothing of concern. And her hand renders absolutely beautifully, even though it is the pixel style. Just beautifully. And the detail on the ermine's face, wow. Yeah, I'm so glad to see that they did justice to the Leonardo original. Yeah, very, very nice. And you see, you can tell that it's pixel style because there are steps in her necklace here, for example. You wouldn't see that if it was new style. And what confused me at first was here, because that looks like a nice smooth line. But that's because of the way they have used multiple colors to smooth out the steps. But as we zoom in here, you can definitely see the steps running up her shoulder, the stairs. That's what I call it, because of the square pixels, because you don't get square pixels on the new style diamond paintings. So her face is a confetti heaven, which as we pull back, gives you that beautiful definition. This is just great. Just great. And then up here, again, we have that background, mostly 310s with a few 939s thrown in. So there we go. And I didn't mention it, but all of the canvases that we've seen today have legends in on both sides, for those of you who care about that. And there we go. Yeah, very, very nice. I like it. This is a beautiful, beautiful diamond painting, even though it's pixel style. All right, let's take a look at the drills. Okay, so once again, I love the fact that they have pre-bagged the drills, so I don't have to kit this project up, and neither will you, unless you want to put it in containers, but I don't bother when they come like this. Okay, so let's take a look at the drills, and I'm just gonna put them in reverse order. There are a lot of 2s, which is the 310. Lots and lots of 2s. Oh my goodness. So many 2s. There we go. There we go. And I'll just show these very quickly because I don't have anything else to show you in between here. So there you go. Yeah. So I love getting your projects of the month, and I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I will be doing at the very end of March, maybe sometime during the first week of April. What I might do is just put together a short video that is a compilation of everybody's progress pictures. So, you know, I have people who have sent me progress pictures like their setup before they started, and then you know, every couple of days or whatever, however often they like, every week, whatever. Some people send it every day, or mostly every day. And I've been posting my progress pictures at the end of every day. And so what I'm going to do is put together a little video called Project of the Month, Bear in the Meadow. And I will include everybody's series of their progress pictures so that we can see the evolution of each person's work over the month of March. And I also want to take this time to say that it is okay if you're not going to be able to finish the project in March. I don't want anybody stressing because they're behind on their project. There is no behind. This is something that we're doing as a, you know, group of people, a community. It's just for fun. It's just to feel like we're working on the same thing. We don't all have to work at the same speed. It is not a race. There is no prize at the end of this except the satisfaction and the relaxation that you get from working on your project. That's why I didn't make any kind of condition of it has to be a particular picture. You know, I just asked that it be on the theme, and I'm not going to police what anybody's impression of the theme is. It's a bear in a meadow. Anything that reminds you of a bear, a meadow, or a bear in a meadow is fine. And so I've been absolutely delighted with the variations on that theme that I have gotten from my viewers. And some people are working on large projects, some people are working on small projects, some people have finished, some people have only just started. Everybody's in a different place in terms of their life and what their responsibilities are outside of diamond painting. So no one's going to judge you. Nobody is going to judge you. And if I see judgy comments, I'm going to delete them because this is not about judging people. This is just about people having fun. So, and that's what I really hope that everybody gets out of this is fun and sharing your progress and having, you know, your work on YouTube, because a lot of you couldn't be bothered, you know, posting YouTube videos, and that's fine. That leaves a spot for people like me. Okay, so there we go. That is number 757, Da Vinci's Lady with an Ermine. 40 by 50, true 40 by 50, 30 colors, round drills. I love it. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And this, because it's a classic, because it's an old masterpiece, literally masterpiece, you could give this to anybody and they could hang it with pride in their home or their office or whatever. This is a go anywhere diamond painting. Something you can give to a teacher, something you can give to a babysitter, something you can give to your cleaning lady if you have one, something you can give to, you know, the local police officer. Doesn't matter. Anybody would, I think, love to have something like this. So, plus, you might want to hang it yourself. So that is a 100% win. And like I said, it's cheap and cheerful. This diamond painting is less than $10 US. Less than $10 US. Incredible. Okay. Our last diamond painting today is another one that is cheap and cheerful, less than $10 US. And it is what I consider the most whimsical of today's diamond paintings. And I've shown a few whimsical ones. This one is the most whimsical one. This one is a riot of color, which I love. Ooh, that's interesting. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so I'll tell you why I'm acting a little concerned. Because this looks like it might be a Huacan diamond painting. Like coming from the Huacan printers. Oh, look at that. It even comes with a Huacan kit. A Huacan type kit. Now, it's round drills. So I think we're okay with a Huacan kit that's round drills. But let's take a look. And this is coming from GBFKE. So, well, we get a nice kit. Okay, so we get a 4-placer on the end. We get a squishy. We get 2 pieces of wax. And oh, look at this. I think it's a 12-placer, but it's a 12-placer for square drills. And it's got the narrow ends. So I wouldn't have to file those off. These are the good multi-placers. What is that? There should be a number printed on it. There is no number printed on it. I think it's a 12-placer. Might be a 10. But that's a really nice kit. And then it comes with the super sharp tweezers, the really nice tweezers. So those of you who like these tweezers, there you go. Okay, this is interesting. And it also comes with a large boat. Now, the only thing about this boat is how do you pour the drills out of it? Since there's no spout and there's no point to it. I'm not sure how I would pour the drills out of that, but that's okay. I probably won't be using it, so it won't matter. Okay, so I'll tell you why when I saw this, I thought Huacan, because it's also because of the way that the legend is printed on this. That is a very Huacan type method of printing. Huacan, Paint with Diamonds, like paintwithdiamonds.com, which is a company I will never buy from again. They also, I believe, get their diamond paintings printed by Huacan. And those of you who have been diamond painting for a while have probably heard of Drillmageddon. And that was when Huacan went through a period, which somebody told me recently, they got a square drill kit and there were no problems with the drills. But for a while, everybody who bought from Huacan was getting diamond paintings that had popping drills. Now, I don't know about round drills, because at that time I never ordered round diamond paintings. I only ordered squares. Okay, and I can't find the end of that tape, so I'm just going to carefully cut this. There we go. There, now I'll be able to pull it off. And this is the first time that I have gotten a paper-covered diamond painting from GBFKE. All of the others are poured glue. This one is double-sided tape, which means that it is possible that there will be problems with the tape lying flat. And because I haven't opened one of these for a very long time, there is a foam roller in the center to keep this from getting bent and folded and so forth. but what sometimes happens is that the adhesive has what's called rivers. I don't know how many of you watch other diamond painting channels that open a lot of AliExpress diamond paintings. Many of them are printed with double-sided tape, which I don't mind at all. I don't mind double-sided tape at all. There used to be a time when I preferred it to poured glue. I still like double-sided tape. So when you get them, they're all curled up like this because they are always rolled around a roller, or, well, they should be rolled around a roller to keep them from flattening, because while poured glue doesn't get hurt by being squished in a mailer, double-sided adhesive does. And so because there's this paper covering on it, they hold the curl. So one of the best ways to get rid of that curl is you carefully peel back the cover paper and then you lay it back down. And you just do that with each strip. And there are 3 strips on here. Okay, so I'm just using my bone folder, B-O-N-E folder. You can get them at the dollar store. You can get them on AliExpress. They'll cost you about $1. If you choose to get them at Michael's or Joann's or on Amazon, you will get exactly the same thing, and it will cost you between $7 and $10 US. So it's completely up to you where you buy it. I got mine on AliExpress, and I absolutely love it. I could not live without it. And the reason I got it was to flatten the paper on my double-sided tape diamond paintings. And it has no rough edges, like it has no sharp edges, so there's no way that you're going to tear cover paper or cover plastic if you ever need to use it on a plastic covered diamond painting. Okay, and then as soon as you've done that, pulled back the release paper, your diamond painting is perfectly flat. Okay, so, and the other thing that I know is that this is also the way the Huracan factory sends their drills. You know how we saw them before and they were beautifully lined up? They don't come beautifully lined up, and they always identify them this way. So this, I believe, came from the Huracan factory, which is not a deal killer for me because it's round drills, and I don't know if I've ever had a round drill Huracan. So we'll see. Now, the only way to take a look at the image on these ones is to pull back the paper. So that's what I'm going to do, and I pull it back to just about the end. Oh, there we go. I get my nail underneath the corner of the paper. Okay. And so this one is also done in pixel style, definitely done in pixel style. And it has drill circles, which I don't love, but that's another Huracan thing. I loved this image. I call it Skinny Houses. This is number 758 in my inventory. I call it Skinny Houses. I can't remember. I think it's called Georgian House on the GBFKE website. I don't know why, but that's what it's called. And unfortunately, it loses a lot of detail because it is the pixel style. So these are people on these balconies, and you can't tell that from this, which is not the worst thing in the world, but Yeah, and there's a person with an umbrella up here. This is too pixelated for those details to come through, which is too bad because this is an absolutely gorgeous image as you see on your screen. The diamond painting has 35 colors, which is good. And again, it is cheap and cheerful. It is less than $10 US. It's also less than $10 Canadian. The glue, like the adhesive, is perfect. I said that these paper covered diamond paintings are sometimes prone to the glue bubbling and rivers of air forming, which is a problem because you have to get rid of those before you can start diamond painting, or else essentially your diamond painting is not going to look good. There is no problem with the adhesive on this. The adhesive is good. Unfortunately, it is really pixelated. So I still like it. I like the colors and everything like that. And I'll do it when it comes up in a penny pick. But I don't like the drill circles. The guide circles. So this is not the same thing as we saw here, where, sorry, I'm trying to make it flat. It's not the same thing as we saw here, where we have circles with the color inside. This is actually, there's a symbol on the canvas and there's a circle around that symbol to help guide you where to put your drills. A lot of people like that, especially new diamond painters like having the drill circles to guide where to put your drills. Good. If you like that, that's great. You're going to like this. But many of us don't like that, because what it means is if you place a drill even a smidge off, or if that drill is a little too small to cover the entire circle, you're going to see black showing through behind all your drills. And that drives me insane. And it really takes a lot of the pleasure out of diamond painting, one of these. Takes the pleasure out of doing the diamond painting. I did one that was done in that style. It was a big one from a different company. Also round drills that had the guide circles. And there's a dog barking outside the apartment. So Pippi's going to check it out. I'll cut this out. Yeah, so that one that I did, it was the stained glass butterfly, I think number 282, for those of you who follow my channel and remember things like that. And I hated working on it. Hated working on it. Because on these light colors like this, the drills were not big enough to cover the circles. And so I saw little bits of the black background, like the black circle behind all of my drills. And it was a very, like, there was a lot of light colors, like pale off-whites and stuff like that, cream colors and stuff. And it just sucked all the pleasure out of working on the diamond painting. The diamond painting, when it was done, it looks beautiful, but it sucked the pleasure out of it for me. And so as pretty as it looks, I can still, when I get, like, I know that you can see drill circles behind the drills, around the drills, whatever. And so I will never put that up. And that diamond painting gives me no pleasure, even though objectively I know it's beautiful. Subjectively, I get no pleasure from it. And I'm afraid that that might be what happens with this one, which is too bad, because I absolutely love this image. I find it so whimsical. Anyway, okay. So this is Skinny Houses. Okay, so let us take a look at the legend. And then I'll show, oh, that's a nice picture right there. That's a nice picture of the thumbnail. Very good. You see how beautiful that is? I just love this picture. Okay. So here is the legend, and again, that's another Huacan thing. It tells you how many of each color there are, how many drills of each color there are on the canvas. Okay, so it is what I consider a complicated legend. There's a lot of different symbols. It's not just letters and numbers. I don't think I'm going to have trouble with it, but we'll see when I get into it. Showing you the legend. As it appears on the canvas. Okay, so I got to turn this again so that we can see it right side up. And let's start at the top. So, okay, so this was designed to be done sideways because all of the letters are oriented sideways. I always work on my canvases so that the smallest dimension is side to side on my work table. So this is the way I'll be working on it. So those yen signs are very, very clear. I must say, you see those small a's and the small e, the lowercase a and the lowercase e? It looks clear, right? And yet I have trouble distinguishing those when I'm working on a diamond painting. And those two, I mean, there you can clearly see what the difference is, but I find that when I'm working on an area and I don't, like for example, that E there, when I'm working on, like in the roof there, when I'm working on that and there's not an A beside it to, you know, let me distinguish the two, I actually have trouble distinguishing the two. That might just be something with the way my brain processes that kind of thing. But I don't like it when they put small a's and small e's on canvases. I really don't like it. And you know why? It's because the small a looks like an E when it's upside down, and the E looks like a small a when it's upside down. And sometimes, depending on the canvas, well, all canvases for me, because I turn my canvases at one point, so those numbers or those letters will be upside down for me for half of the diamond painting, more or less. So yeah, I don't like those symbols. Everything else seems to be printed pretty clearly. There's the percent sign, and again, it's printed clearly and it's on a light color. So, I mean, that's nice and clear. I don't know if there's an X. I don't think there's an X. So there's nothing to confuse the percent sign with. Because sometimes, you know, like if you pull back a little bit, it kind of looks like an X, doesn't it? Everything else looks pretty good, I must say. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk about reviewing this. It's just, and I gotta say, Whocan does have some of the most beautiful images of diamond paintings available on the internet. And so it kind of breaks my heart that I won't buy from them ever again. Certainly not knowingly. Although I did tell the viewer who told me that she had just finished a Whocan that did not have popping drills, that I might try them again. But what I found is that some of the other Whocan companies, like AZQSD, for example, is another Whocan company, and there are a bunch of others. They all get their stuff printed at the Whocan factory, essentially. So what you get with one company is going to be exactly the same as what you get with another. It's just going to have different branding printed on it. What I found with the AZQSD square drill diamond paintings that I've bought in the past, and this is around, so what I'm saying does not apply to this diamond painting. I'm just talking. What I've found is that their drills to make up for the popping drills, what the factory did was they started making their drills a little bit smaller than the squares that they're to fit on, the square drills, that is. So what you get is gaps between the drills, and you can't use a multiplacer. And so that makes me crazy too. So anyway, those are the reasons why I no longer buy from the Huacan companies, even though I absolutely adore the artwork that they feature. Yeah, so let's pull back from this, and it's nice. I mean, the colors are pretty, but the detail is lost. So I am disappointed with this, and I'm disappointed with the drill circles. So yeah, I would give a qualified. No, I can't. I'm not sure I could recommend this one. I'd have to work on it, and in a post-completion review, whenever I finish it, I'll let you know what my thoughts on it are. At this point, I don't love it. Okay, and that's too bad. I always hope to go out on a high, but yeah, can't do it with this one. All right, so let's take a look. And I can't remember if the website had a picture of the canvas on it. I'm going to check, and I'll put a little card up right here saying whether or not there was a picture of this canvas, because as soon as I saw this legend, when I opened this, I knew it was a Huacan. So yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know. Okay, so that's skinny houses. Let's take a look at the drills now. Okay, and because they didn't put the drills all in order, I'm going to have to put them in order before I show them to you, just to make sure I've got everything I need. So I will stop the camera while I do that. Okay, so I am happy to report that all of the colors that I need are here. So that's good. And I'm not concerned, and they do have all the DMC numbers on the packages, so that's good. All right, let's take a look at them. And so for those of you who wonder, why was she talking about square drills and Huacan when this is a round drill diamond painting? It's just because my experience with Huacan has been with square drills, and my experience with Paint with Diamonds, which also uses Huacan as a printer, has been with square drills, and I will never buy from those companies again because of the problems with their square drills. I might try their round drills sometime. Well, I'm clearly going to be trying their round drills with this, and I hope it'll be okay. But we'll see. I do love this color. I love all of these colors. That is the thing. I love all of the colors in this diamond painting. It is just such a gorgeous, richly colored diamond painting. So the colors will be a joy. Let's hope that the drilling experience will also be a joy. All right. And I mean, I can't see anything that concerns me about these drills. They look fine. And I've never heard anything bad about Huacan round drills. So I have no reason to think that your diamond painting experience, if you were to get this, would be anything other than fine, because like, I don't see anything here that concerns me. And yeah, so I'm going to stay cautiously optimistic. I think the the diamond painting itself, which I haven't measured yet. I will measure it in just a moment. But one of the other things about Huacan is that you get the advertised size. So this should actually be 40 by 30. Let me just see. Yeah, it's a 30 by 40 is what it was advertised as. And I am almost certain that when we measure it, it will be a true 30 by 40 drill area, because that's the way Huacan quotes their sizes. And just about done. Okay. All right, so those look fine. They give you a humongous bag for these. So I'm just going to put these away. Okay, so let's measure the canvas just to make sure. And I can see where the printing ends. So that is what I'm measuring here. So it is 39 and just over a half, so 40. Well, the image actually goes this way. So, so it is a true 30 by 40. Okie dokie, so that is it. That's number 758, Skinny Houses. And yeah, I'm not sure. There's certain things I don't like about it, certain things I do. So we will have to wait until it is drilled to tell for sure whether this is a good one or not. Okie dokie. All right, so we are ready to do a review of all of today's diamond paintings. And for that, I'm going to lift you way, way up so that we can see the great big one. And here we go. All right. So first was the Georgian houses, which I call skinny houses. Oh, and that is 30 by 40. Okay, and it is a qualified maybe, but it didn't make me ecstatic. Next, we have number 757, Da Vinci's Lady with an Ermine. 40 by 50, true 40 by 50, done in the pixel style. This is also done in the pixel style. And this, because it's a true 40 by 50, the pixel style works with it. I think this is going to be beautiful, and this is something that you could hang anywhere or give to anybody. Next up is 756, Forest Animals Girl. It is a true 30 by 40 drill area size. It is done in the pixel style for round diamond paintings, and so the detail doesn't show as well as I would have liked. I don't think I'm going to love the finished product on this, to be perfectly honest, which is a shame because I was entranced by the original image. Okay, next up, we have a Rose Tries. This was a Rose Tries from Crystal Diamanda. It is number 755. It's called Homegirl Model. That's what you can look for on the GBFKE website if you want to get this one. It is beautiful. I was going to say perfect, and because that's what comes to my mind. This, to me, looks absolutely perfect. I adore it. Crystal Diamanda, I would love to know what your thoughts on it are. Number 754, A Boy and His Dog. This is also done in the new style. So both of these are done in the new style. And so there is no pixelation. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I adore it. I think it would look fantastic in a child's bedroom. Although I'm going to put it up somewhere. I'm not sure where. It'll go up somewhere because I just love it. It reminds me of The Little Prince. And finally, we have another Rose Tries. This one from Lynn. And that's it, everybody. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. It's a long one. I was happy with almost everything that got opened today. I got to practice my French un petit peu. And yeah, I hope that you will be able to come back and visit with me again tomorrow. In the meantime, I would like to thank Ali from GBFKE for sending me all of these diamond paintings. They're fantastic. Qualified, not loving the last one that I opened, but that's okay. I want to thank all of my patrons, and I want to thank all of my viewers and subscribers. You can subscribe to my channel, and because I won't be posting every day, you will probably want to click for notifications so that you'll know when I do post a new video. And with that, my friends, I will bid you adieu, à demain, and we will be together again very soon. I love you all. Bye-bye.